Hashtag Scandoval by Joshua Lopez. Forward, author's note by Joshua Lopez. Pop culture has a strange way of arriving in our lives exactly when we need it. For some people, it's music. For others, it's sports. For me, unexpectedly, it was a reality show about a group of messy, ambitious, and deeply flawed people working at a restaurant in West Hollywood. Vanderpump Rules was never supposed to mean anything to me beyond entertainment. When it premiered on Bravo in 2013, it looked like another chaotic entry in the growing world of reality television. Young people chasing fame, navigating relationships, and arguing over cocktails. But like many great reality shows, the chaos hits something deeper. Friendships, betrayal, growth, ego, heartbreak, and reinvention. For years, I watched the show casually. I knew the characters, I knew the dynamics, but I never imagined it would eventually intersect with my own life in a meaningful way. Then came the scandal. In early 2023, the world of reality television experienced something rare, a cultural explosion that spilled far outside the usual Bravo fan base. When the affair between Tom Sandoval and Rachel Leviss was revealed while he was still in a nearly decade-long relationship with Ariana Madix, it ignited a media firestorm. Fans called it Scandoval. And suddenly a reality TV storyline became something bigger. It became a national conversation about loyalty, deception, forgiveness, and a strange way modern relationships unfold under the microscope of television and social media. For millions of viewers, it was shocking. For me, it was something else entirely. Because on the same day the story exploded across the headlines and timelines, my own life quietly fell apart. I lost my job. Professionally, I felt like the ground beneath me had disappeared. Anyone who has experienced a sudden career uncertainty knows the feeling. The confusion, the anxiety, the quiet fear about what comes next. It's a strange kind of grief. The loss of routine, the loss of stability, the loss of direction. At that moment, I didn't know where my professional life was headed. What I did know was that I had always loved storytelling. I had spent years writing about professional wrestling, covering the drama and the spectacle of that world for readers who cared deeply about it. Storytelling, commentary, and cultural analysis had always been my outlet. And suddenly there was this enormous cultural story unfolding in real time. Not a scripted drama, but something strangely close to one. The more I followed the fallout of the affair, the more I realized something fascinating. Scandoval wasn't just gossip. It was a story about human behavior, about how friendships fracture, about how public judgment can become overwhelming, about how people rebuild their lives after catastrophic mistakes, about how someone like Ariana Madix could transform heartbreak into opportunity and emerge stronger than ever. And so, almost without realizing it, I began writing again. At first, it was simply observation, notes, thoughts, reflections about the way this scandal was unfolding across television, podcasts, interviews, and social media. But over time, those notes turned into something more structured, a narrative, a cultural document of a moment that reality television may never replicate again. Because Scandoval wasn't just an affair, it was a perfect storm. A decade-long relationship collapsing, a friend group fracturing, a reality show forced to confront real life in real time, and millions of viewers of mostly investing themselves in the fallout. And somewhere in the middle of it, I found something I hadn't expected. Purpose. Writing about the story reminded me why I love storytelling in the first place. It reminded me that pop culture, even something as chaotic as reality television, can still reveal genuine truths about human nature. And it gave me a new direction when I needed one most. This book is not meant to be a courtroom. It's not here to declare heroes and villains. Instead, it's an attempt to examine the full story, the mistakes, the heartbreak, the backlash, and the aftermath. Because the truth about Scandoval is complicated, and complicated stories are often the most interesting ones to tell.